Ladies and gentlemen, stand for the national anthem. Because we are live here at the 2024 BBMLB Sim League Wyld Series Final. We are here from New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as two teams will battle it out for immortality. We've got the Unholy Yankees and the Red Stallions here at Yankee Stadium. The Red Stallions making their third World Series appearance. The Unholy Yankees, the home team, making their first. And the Yankees, technically the #1 seed throughout this entire tournament. The Red Stallions were the 3 seed over in the NL. While the Reds have had to come a little bit longer, the Yankees have proven themselves to be worthy with an elite defense that few teams have been able to crack. The Red Stallions, one of the best offenses, as well as a pretty solid defense. We'll see what they have ready to go just in a couple moments. Getting ready to go on the mound is Marcus Stroman. He has pitched once this postseason, obviously got the win. He is going in lieu of George Kirby, who is technically the ace, but he will be ready to go later in this game if needed, as he just went in the championship series. Stroman, the first pitch, is hit by Ellie De La Cruz to second for a quick 1 pitch out. Ellie De La Cruz has not been very effective this postseason with only 2 hits, despite hitting leadoff for most of this postseason. But there are some strong bats in this lineup, especially down towards the bottom. That's really where these Red Stallions have made their hay. Michael Harris, strong hitter as well, also has not been horribly effective this postseason, but he does have a ribby to his name. Here comes the second pitch after the 0-1 start. Stroman delivers. It's going to be low and in. 88-mile-an-hour sinker. Stroman with the third pitch. Oh, got him to swing on a slurve there. Stroman, one of those few starting pitchers who goes from the stretch. Harris swings at a sinker outside, able to foul it off. 1-2. Misses just barely up and in. Another slurve. Stroman keeping it classy with a lot of breaking pitches here early. In Stroman's repertoire, he doesn't really have a traditional fastball. His sinker has replaced that. And that is also true for a lot of modern starting pitchers who maybe don't have elite speed, elite velocity on their pitches. Either the cutter or the sinker has replaced it. Here, the sinker getting a lot of love from Stroman. And he strikes him out with that aforementioned 90-mile-an-hour sinker. And I would also say that a two-seam fastball could also really take the place of those others. Jock Peterson, before I can even say his name, pops up to end the inning. And that'll do it for the Reds' half of the first. No hits, no runs, no runners. And on to pitch for the Reds is their ace, Ranger Suarez. He did not pitch in the championship series, so he is ready to go. Ranger Suarez also pitching in real life tonight. He only got to about the 5th inning for the Phillies. We'll have a score update here shortly from the real life NLDS. But Ranger Suarez has been extremely efficient for the Red Stallions so far this season, as there is a batted ball that looks to be popped up behind the plate, and that will be caught by Keibert Ruiz. The Yankees have not been the most effective offensive team, but they have been able to get it where they need it in that heart of their lineup. Yordan Alvarez has been the major producer, hitting .625. As there's a ball outside on a fastball for Suarez. In steps Taylor Ward now. 0 for the postseason. Although for these unholy Yankees, that's only actually 2 games. As he swings at a sinker, also outside. Trying to set him up outside with some speed, and there is that off speed we all knew was coming. Here the 1-2 pitch leaves it up and out for him to foul off. It's 91 mile an hour. I'm assuming that was a fastball. Here comes the next 1-2 pitch. Misses low with the sinker. And there the cutter inside brings it full. 1 out here in the first. And Taylor Ward, despite the fact not being able to get much going, is facing a lefty. And he makes contact, fouls it off down the third baseline. Also, this is a lefty-righty matchup here. And that's hit well, but it looks like it's going to be caught in center field by Michael Harris. Second out. And in steps Yordan Alvarez, hitting .625 with 2 home runs. Really the catalyst of this unholy Yankee squad. The pitch. He watches a fastball up in the zone. Oh, that second pitch was a hanger, but it doesn't look like he got all of it. Michael Harris, the second, is able to track it down in right center, and that's going to do it for the first inning. We have dueling perfect games going after the first. Max Muncy, Pete Alonso, and Jazz Chisholm coming up. Max Muncy stepping in. Hitting .214 for the postseason, has a homer and a ribby from that homer. again, with as short as this new, mostly single elimination format has been, there hasn't been a lot of time for these players to get the rhythm they normally would over the sim postseason. But nonetheless, you got to get in there and do something. As he swings at a sinker low. 1-1. Swings at another sinker down in the zone. I would guess we got an off speed coming. No, another sinker. This one out of the zone. He's gone twice down low, gotten him to swing at them both. Been inside, outside. And another sinker low. Figures if he's going to swing and miss, might as well keep going, change up the speed a little bit. 2-2 pitch. And there was that off speed, although not that much off speed with that slurve a little up and out. And Max Muncy's finally able to put something that's fieldable, popped up left of third base. Caught and out. Here comes Pete Alonso, the polar bear. He's been hot this postseason. 3 home runs, hitting .263, but you don't really need that average when you're pounding the ball like he is. Way too much of the plate caught there to just foul that off. That was a cutter right down the middle. Again, going to that sinker low. Here with a righty-righty matchup. I would guess that Pete Alonso would be looking for an inside pitch. Try to get ahead of something. See if he can pull it. And that really feels like that splitter. That felt like a pitch to hit there. I'm guessing. Oh, that one's belted to right, but right at the right fielder. Pete Alonso is out. Next up, Jazz Chisholm. Hitting .211. Has a ribby.
Ball 1, no strike.
Jazz Chisholm, like Michael Harris II, were late additions to the Red Stallions this year. Struggling and injured players sent to waivers, but carved out important roles for them in that real-life Wyld Series runner-up run. Nobody on, nobody doing for the Reds as we go again to the Yanks side. Here comes Kyle Tucker along with Yordan Alvarez. These two guys have really been the entire offense for Bryce. There with a quick fastball strike up and in. I like this pitch mix Ranger Suarez is going with here. Fast up, slow out. Does that look like another fastball on the inside part of the plate? Kyle Tucker will spit on those. Let him turn on a ball and he will send it out of here as he misses with the sinker inside to load that count. Payoff pitch from Suarez. Fouled down the right field line. We will go again. Ooh, ill-advised swing there. He's managed to fell off that change ball, or change up. Circle change, it is. Kyle Tucker staying alive. 8 pitches this at bat. Ramping up that pitch count. And that ball was absolutely shat upon as Kyle Tucker hooks one into the left field bleachers. It's a 1-0 ball game. Unholy Yankees strike first. That ball didn't get out that far, but it doesn't really matter how far. It just matters that it finds a way to get over that fence. Only 318 to the left field pole here at New Yankee Stadium as Jose Trevino enters the box. He's hitting 333 himself, nothing to sniff at. You know what they say about hitting a third of your at-bats? But he is going to ground out to Elly De La Cruz at short. Oh, no, he is not. Max Muncy. Sorry, Pete Alonso unable to get that ball at first. That error attributed to the throw from shortstop Elly De La Cruz, something that we Reds fans know all too much about, as there is now a runner on for Marcell Ozuna and nobody out. Big opportunity for Ozuna here. He's only been hitting 167 in the postseason, but has light tower power if he can connect. Two here in the second. I think one of the most important things about what's happening right now is that pitch count. In this sim, it is so important to get your starting pitcher out of the game fast. And here, probably in this more than real life, the higher the pitch count, the more likely they are to start bleeding hits and runs. And there is a sharply hit ball to the hot corner. There's Max Muncy, able to snare it. Here comes Gabriel Moreno. Has not recorded a hit here in the postseason, but has a nice lefty-righty matchup to try and get something going. The pitch. Nowhere close. In the dirt. Curveball there. Continuing with the off-speed braking stuff here. Expect to see something a little bit faster here. We saw it, and it was lined to short. That's Francisco Lindor. Sorry, that's to second. Frankie Lindor playing second today. Yandy Diaz steps in with 2 outs here in the second. And a runner on first for him. Here's the pitch. Able to paint that corner. Call the man Picasso. I would love to have that as a strikeout pitch. As he puts a sinker in the dirt. I would say Ranger Suarez probably needs to be a little bit more efficient with his pitching here. He may still be a little bit tired from his last outing. That is actually a thing to consider here. So he may get a little bit of a shorter leash than he's used to. 2-1. That's fouled into the first base dugout. 2-2 in the second. There's another one fouled off to the right side. So even if Suarez is able to get out of this with only one run, being in the upper 30s to 40s in pitch count here is not going to do a lot to help his longevity in this game, as that ball barely misses. We are full. And I am joined here in studio by a puppy named Indy, as there is a beautiful breaking ball in the dirt swung on by Diaz, but the damage is done. Kyle Tucker with his solo bomb to left. As my assistant Indy needs to go outside. We'll leave you alone here for the Reds half.
One ball, two strikes.
We are joined again by the puppy, Indy, here in studio. He is a almost 4-month-old golden retriever. He is wearing a adorable jack-o'-lantern pumpkin bandana right now. And he didn't actually have to go out. He just heard the Roomba going upstairs and thought it might be his mom coming home from work. It is not. It is a Roomba. But either way, he did just use the doorbell to ask to go out. So, now we are actually out as Yainer Diaz has a full count.
Steal. One ball, two strikes. Save! Big throw!
And the commentary is back. And while we were outside, it looks like the Reds have put a man on third. Spencer Steer here with a huge opportunity with one out. And it looks like he just ruined it as he pops up to the backstop. No, they're going to say it was foul. All right. New life here at the full count. Stroman would do well to get rid of this guy. And there is a ground ball to the right side. That is going to score. And he's safe at first. This ball game is all tied up. Spencer Steer doing exactly what you're supposed to do in that situation. Hit it to the right side of the field, preferably on the ground. That was a very close play. If this weren't a video game, I would probably have someone review that. But in steps Ellie De La Cruz. And I'm getting a phone call from my wife, so I'm going to step away again.
He's safe. Nope, foul ball. At the ball. the ball.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're back here at the studio with a puppy. Looks like the Yankees the Reds were not able to score a second run in that inning. Spencer Steer got to second. Ellie De La Cruz stranded him. But I would say that both pitchers are probably now in similar places as far as pitch count, which means this should be a deep bullpen game. The ball boy there on the left field line looks like he's not playing for a reason. Full count. And there's one sky to center field. Michael Harris going back, able to field it easily. 1 out. And here, as Jackson Churio comes on, we're going to hand the headset over to Indy the puppy, see if he has any commentary to make. Not much of a talker, this one. Maybe you heard him sniffing the microphone. I don't know. 2-0 here in the bottom of the third. The pitch. He want to make a little contact with that sinker, but Churio fouls it off. Pitch. Wow. That didn't look like a strike from here, but it is 2-2. Up and in was that one. As Churio swings on that sweeping curve for an out. Taylor Ward here with 2 outs in the third. And that's one pitch to Max Muncy, who sends it to Pete Alonso for that third out. We go to the fourth, tie game 1-1, an eventful third inning. Let's see what the Reds have in store. Jock Peterson has been the most productive player for this Red Stallions team. He has been hitting for power against right-handed pitchers, but struggles against lefties. 3 runs scored in his last 4 games. He has been very important to this squad. All 3 of those runs have come via his own home runs. As that splitter misses inside, Marcus Stroman visibly upset up on the mound. Thought he had a strike there. Sinker ball fouled off back to the catcher. As this is a pitcher's count. And that one's lined to right field. Caught in right. Well hit ball and well fielded line drive. In steps Max Muncy. He's hitting 200, has a homer in this postseason. There, lines it down the right field line, goes foul. Max Muncy in this lineup has been somewhat interchangeable with Matt Chapman. Muncy hitting for a little better power. And they're getting the nod as there is no one at third base with the shift. Max Muncy's probably going to be able to leg that out into a double, as he does. And there's now a runner in scoring position for the Red Stallions. Hits it just off the tip there. Does just enough to get the easiest double of his life. As in steps Pete Alonso with a great opportunity to help out his team. There's a a cutter right down the middle. Pete Alonso with 3 home runs himself, hitting .250. Flew out in the second inning. Pitch from Stroman. Left that up a little too far up, as Pete Alonso fouls it off. Pete Alonso, the one they call the polar bear, is playing right now in the real NLDS. As update from New York, in that game, Francisco Lindor has hit a home run to center field, giving the Mets a 4-1 lead. And I believe this would be a clinching game for the Mets if they're able to win it. Stroman finally gets Alonso out as he swings on a breaking ball outside. He's able to stay alive, fouling off several there. As in comes Jazz Chisholm. 2 outs. Base hit gives the Red Stallions the lead. Stroman has gone a lot to that sinker low today, and he's gotten a lot of strikes out of it. I don't believe that any Reds have hit on that pitch yet, and I cannot blame them. That's a tough pitch to seek out, and tough pitch to make contact on, as Chisholm is down 0-2. Cut fastball fouled off. Now, honestly, for Stroman, I gotta think. You would think he'd want a little bit of a pitch mix here, but wow, just a flare out to left. They're gonna try and push it and score here. And Max Muncy able to avoid the tag off of a Jazz Chisholm single. That is manufacturing runs. Nothing flashy, just barely able to get it over the third baseman's head. As the Reds take the lead in this game, Yainer Diaz, really the star of this postseason for the Redlegs. At least alongside Jock Peterson and Pete Alonso. As that one is off of Marcus Stroman. Can he leg it out? No, he cannot. As we go to the middle of the fourth, but Jazz Chisholm, off of the end of his bat, is able to give this Redlegs team their first lead of the game. 2-1. Reds lead. And stepping in is Yordan Alvarez again. This is the guy they're going to need if they're going to have a prayer of winning this game. I shouldn't say prayer. They're the #1 team in sim baseball this year. Ranger Suarez working quickly. 1-1. That's going to miss inside. Now you got to wonder, with going with Marcus Stroman, if the Unholy Yankees should have gone with their first choice of George Kirby. Suarez, despite being, I would say, noticeably off with a shorter rest, has been pretty effective. He's only given up 1 run through 4 innings, and I think only 2 hits. He's still locating his fastball, and by fastball I mean sinker, relatively well. And is a little higher up in terms of pitch count here. But, like I said, he's been effective. That sweeping curve. Oof. Landed right in the middle of the zone. He's lucky that wasn't tattooed. Kyle Tucker with that home run in the second inning. He's looking to do more of the same, though he's down 0-2. Nice pitch count for Suarez. That's a sweeping curve that is nowhere close. Pitch. 2-2. Ranger Suarez is giving Kyle Tucker a lot of off-speed breaking stuff here in this at-bat. Wonder if he's scared of exactly that. Finally gives him a fastball, and Kyle Tucker singles up the middle, giving the Yanks a much-needed base runner. Nothing flashy there. Just hit them where they ain't. Kyle Tucker, a great guy to have on the bases for you as well. Not the fastest guy in the world, but is smart. And he can steal a base here and there. There's a beautifully placed fastball. Low, looked like a ball for Jose Trevino, who reached on that error from Ellie De La Cruz in the second. Suarez noticeably switching up his delivery timing. Wary of Tucker over there at first. He is a lefty, so it's a little less likely that he'd go, but he still could. Circle change, fouled off. 1-2. Sinker, fouled off. Double play ball is in play here. Pitch. It's going to miss up. 2-2. I mentioned Suarez going on short rest. You got to wonder if he's going to go a whole lot longer. I would guess if he gets himself into trouble here, he might go one more inning, or they might go get him. Oh, where did that miss? That looked like it got the bottom of the zone. They're going to call it a ball as the count goes full. And is it going to be a double play? It is. Getting bailed out. Max Muncy, what a play over there at third. That's going to do it. Your announcer is going to go take a potty break himself now.
Ball one. He's safe.
We're back here with BBSN Broadcasting. Francisco Lindor doubles to start the fifth, as Spencer Steer is able to him to third with a deep fly ball to right. Just barely missed that one. With one out here, bringing up Elly De La Cruz. Now, with Elly struggling so mightily at the plate, it makes one wonder why the Reds manager continued to leave him there for most of the postseason. As I said, he's only got 2 hits, but one of them is a home run. And Elly De La Cruz is a freak of nature. If he gets on, he is always able to at least steal a bag. And let's not pretend he isn't that freak of nature we said he was. As he is able to line one to left. Oh, is it going to be enough? It is! Elly De La Cruz able to score Frankie Lindor from third. And the Reds take a 3-1 lead. With 2 outs here, in steps Michael Harris II. Not Junior. As that cut fastball hits the zone. Marcus Stroman, similar situation to Ranger Suarez, as there's a flare to center, getting him out. We saw the double barrel pitchers warming up in the Yankees bullpen. Wonder if that's it for Stroman or if he will go another. But either way, Redlegs lead 3-1. Stepping in for the Yanks, Marcell Ozuna. He lined out in the second. Let's see what he's got now. Nice lefty-righty setup here for Ozuna. Hits a sharp ground ball over to Max Muncy, who tosses it over to Pete Alonso for the out. Muncy's been getting a lot of action today and has handled it well as Gabriel Marino steps in. And that is Moreno, not Marino. Gabriel, not Dan. Suarez missing low with a sinker there. And again, we got to ask, how long will Suarez last? If I'm the Yanks here, I'm trying to make these at-bats go as long as possible, as there's a fly ball to center. Two outs here for Yandy Diaz. He struck out in the second, looking to do a little bit more here. Solo shot technically wouldn't help them that much, but in order to clear a 2-run deficit, you got to get at least one first. But Diaz is quickly down in the hole. 0-2, the pitch. There's a liner to Pete Alonso at first. Nearly gets through, but that is going to do it for the fifth. Suarez very efficient that inning. And the Reds able to keep the pressure on. And we will get a new arm here. Here's Bobby Miller. With that 1.10 whip and 3.76 ERA. This is a guy who the Reds can get to And Jock Peterson hits well against righties. He may be the guy to do it, but he misses, swinging at a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Not a lot of guys who can hit that pitch. When I ask what the best pitch in baseball is, it's the one that flies by you before you can even see it.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
It's one of the most impressive things about baseball players. A 102-mile-an-hour fastball, or really a fastball anywhere north of, say, 98 miles an hour. Takes superhuman senses to be able to pick up that ball and hit it as Jock Peterson goes down on a curveball. Here comes Max Muncy. He's had a double and a run. As there goes a fastball missing low. That one hit slow. Bobby Miller giving him a steady diet of fastballs here. As that sinker gets fouled off. I expect something off speed here. See if he can get a swing and a miss. And I'm wrong. That's a 101-mile-an-hour fastball grounded to first base. Down goes Muncy. As in steps Pete Alonso. He hasn't been able to get anything done today himself, but it hasn't stopped his team from jumping out to an early lead. That slider misses inside. Pete Alonso, as we've said, is playing in the real-life NLDS right now. Mets currently leading. Bobby Miller has been very efficient here early. The bright lights of the Wyld series clearly are not affecting him, as we have a 2-2 count here for Pete Alonso. The pitch. There's a swing and a miss on a slider. Down goes the polar bear. Yankees in need of a little offense. Ryan McMahon. And then comes the top. Ryan McMahon playing first base today. He is 0 for 1. There's 2 strikes, both up in the zone, both watched. Talked about Suarez's pitch count. He's in the low 90s. I would guess this is probably it, as there is a ball that finds its way into the outfield for a single. Suarez pitching with a lead, but you can't imagine they're going to let him go a whole lot longer. This isn't a big lead. It's only 2 runs. Another mistake could be extremely costly, especially with the top of the lineup here. Churio. That sweeping curve finds the zone. Looks like a hanger worth banging. Pitch. That one popped up. Circle change. Popped up behind the plate and caught for the out. And in steps Taylor Ward. He's over 2. Both balls put in play. Both times out. His team could use some help here from him right now. That fastball finds the zone inside for a strike. Here we get a look at the Reds bullpen. Tanner Bybee and Reynaldo Lopez both warming up. As there is the double play ball again. That is twice that Suarez has been bailed out from a ground ball to third for a double play. So far here today, I think the story really has been the defense of Max Muncy as much as it has been those very efficient Reds bats. As in steps Jazz Chisholm. Jazz Chisholm, one of the bigger trade objects in baseball this year, going from Miami to the real-life Yankees. I will say Bobby Miller is not a guy who I would want to face with that triple-digit fastball. And he gets a walk. Questionable ball there. Ball missed low. Jazz Chisholm on first base. Yankees steps into the box. Line drive nearly kills an umpire, but it is simply 0-1. Catcher looked like he wanted to talk to his pitcher. I don't know why. He's doing great. There's another foul ball to right. Diaz down 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
That one chipped off from the inside. I'd say Diaz is clearly late, sending everything to right. Let's see if he tries to speed him up. Slows him down, gets a strikeout. Very smart pitch selection there. Gives him a steady diet of fastball. And there. Slows him down. Gets the out. Frankie Lindor. Trying to be a hero here in the Wyld Series as he breaks off his bat. Fouls it off. He's 2 for 2 with 2 doubles and 2 runs. He himself personally beating the Unholy Yankees. Also being a hero in the NLDS right now. Pitch. And the runner's going. Throws down to second. Not in time. Jazz Chisholm is safe. Jazz Chisholm does have that signature speed. And of course he was the MLB, the show. Whoa, yes, that's called for a strike. Quick look at the pitch sequence here before we keep talking about Jazz Chisholm. That curveball questionably called a strike, but that third fastball very clearly there. I don't know what Frankie was looking at as that curveball finds zone. But Jazz Chisholm was the 2023 The Show cover athlete. Not that I have anything against Jazz Chisholm, just a kind of a weird choice. And I would be shocked if the cover athlete for 2025 isn't Elly De La Cruz. He's probably the most popular player in baseball right now. Only other guys I could possibly see, maybe Aaron Judge, maybe Paul Skeens. But my money remains on De La Cruz. That fastball misses high. It's 2-2 to Spencer Steer. As there is going to be the ground ball that ends the inning. 5-3. As we take a break here for the 7th inning stretch, it's getting into the late innings. And there goes the hook for Suarez, as in steps Tanner Bybee onto the bump. He had a long relief outing, I believe in the wild card, where he was able to come in for Ranger Suarez again in a shorter outing than he's getting here. There's the pitch. And that fouled. Popped up behind the plate. Looks like it's going to be caught, and there is a quick one pitch out. Red Stallions have all of the momentum here, but Kyle Tucker has been the guy for this team. This fastball misses outside. It's interesting seeing a change in handedness from your starting pitcher to your reliever here. And normally you see right-handed relievers more than left-handed. Or sorry, you see right-handed starters more than left-handed. And then your lefties come in more as relievers. Here we see that flipped. As that changeup hits for the first strike, it is 3-1. Another ball barely misses as Bybee walks Kyle Tucker. And seeing what Kyle Tucker's been able to do, I don't think anybody would blame him there. 0-2 to Trevino. Or 0-2 is Trevino. As there's a ball that barely misses foul, that could have been an important ball in play. I wonder again if Kyle Tucker might be in motion here soon. Check swing, appealed down to first, called a strike. It's 0-2 to Trevino. Pitch, swung on and struck out. These red leg pitchers are dealing. Steps Marcell Ozuna. 2 outs here in the 7th. Pitch fouled off. Ozuna could use a change in fortune here, not hitting particularly well. As he flails there at a well-thrown slider. 0-2. As that fastball misses. I'd go right back to the slider here if I was Bybee. And that's exactly what he does, and he strikes him out to get out of the 7th. Reds have 6 outs to go before they are 3-time Wild Series champions. And in steps Ellie De La Cruz, he had an RBI earlier in the game. As he thinks about swinging at a 101-mile-an-hour fastball from Bobby Miller, but does not. This one he does swing at, grounds out to second base. Man, can you imagine how much better this Red Stallions team would be with Ellie De La Cruz's speed if he had been able to get on base a little bit more throughout this series? As here comes Michael Harris. That fastball hits the outside part of the plate. The pitch. Sinker misses. Now Bobby Miller is a starter by trade, as are most of the pitchers here for all of these sim teams. And he is pitching very well. Would wonder if they'll let him go into the ninth as well, or if they would want a setup man to go in, since they'll need to reserve a closer just in case if we go into extras. Provided, of course, that this score stays as it is. Ooh. Gets him looking silly there with a curveball right down the middle. That one, another curveball. Back-to-back off-speed breaking balls. 0-2 here to Jock Peterson. Another ball fouled off. That's a fastball that he is somehow ahead of. I don't know many guys who easily get ahead of 102-mile-an-hour fastballs after getting an 80-mile-an-hour curveball, as he gets another curveball down in the zone. Struck him out. We go to the bottom of the eighth. Yankees need offense as in steps Hunter Green on the bump. His first appearance this postseason. It is off season for the real life Redlegs. But Hunter Green, one of the more important pitchers for the real life Red Stallions, and the undisputed ace for the Cincinnati Reds. Hunter Green has a lot of power behind his fastball. He has been known to pitch at 102, 103, but has slowed down his fastball after multiple injuries, attempting to give himself a little bit more longevity. That being said, he's still dealing 96. Slider gets Moreno. 5 outs to go. In steps Yandy Diaz. Has not had a hit this postseason. Splitter misses inside, or hits inside. No, what? They called that a ball. And there's another single to the right side of the field. Yandy Diaz finally able to get himself into the hit column. And Hunter Green, not a stranger to early game danger. And if they can get him now, for example, if Ryan McMahon can get on, they could have 2 runners on with the top of the lineup coming up to bat. That's a tough situation to pitch in for Hunter Green. McMahon fouls off a splitter. 1-1 count. Quick check-in on my partner Puppy here. He is fast asleep on this couch next to me, as it is 1-2 to Ryan McMahon. And there, swung on a curveball, slows him down, strikes him out. And with 2 outs, the lineup flips over. This could be a huge opportunity for Jackson Chourio if he is able to make something happen. Here comes Hunter Green with the first pitch of the at-bat. Misses with the slider. Chourio, despite being an extremely talented player, also 0 for the postseason. If there was ever a time for him to break that streak, it's probably now. As he swings and misses at a fastball, it's 1-2 for Hunter Green. Gets him to miss on a slider. Hunter Green is fired up. We go to the 9th. Redlegs lead at 3-1, looking for a little insurance here. And this will be the guy who takes the 9th, Luke Weaver for the Yankees. Technically a setup man, but at this point he's got to think like he's a closer. Cannot let any more blood escape. In steps Max Muncy, who's played a big role today. The pitch. Up and in. Strike. Yankees struck first in this one in the 2nd inning, but the Redlegs struck harder. Circle change, misses down a newt. Knuckle curve, misses low.
We got a full count.
Had him 0-2, now full. As he still gets the strikeout just a little bit later than he probably wanted, Max Muncy goes down. Although I would imagine, even if we do go to extras, this is probably the only time we see Luke Weaver. So I don't think he's super concerned about his pitch count. And there's the first strike fastball inside to Pete Alonso as we do look at this bullpen for the Yankees. Here comes the pitch. Swung on and fouled off by Pete Alonso. He is also now down 0-2. Weaver, I'm sure, wants to get this guy out a little bit quicker. But he's doing the same thing, missing low. Trying to avoid the long ball at all cost.
Outside, that's a ball.
And there, breaking knuckle curve, misses just outside. And again, he goes from 0-2 to full. Pete Alonso is not a guy you want to mess around with. And he doesn't. Well, I guess he kind of does. Knocks him out with a knuckle curve. 0-2. Will Jazz Chisholm also go down 0-2 and then take it full and then strike out? Here in the top of the 9th to Luke Weaver. And there's a cutter right down the middle. And he breaks the streak. Misses low with a knuckle curve. But we got 1-2. We could still get there. This is still very much a pitcher's count. Update from real life New York. The New York Mets have defeated the Philadelphia Phillies 4-1. As the Mets win that series to go to the NLCS.
2 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2.
In real life Kansas City, the Yankees currently lead the Royals 2-0, and the Tigers won the 1-1 game 3-0 over the Guardians as they take a 2-1 lead. And we now go to the bottom 9th. The Yankees trail by 2 runs, and they have the most dangerous part of their lineup coming up. And closing today for the Reds, Shota Imanaga. He has started today, or he has started in this series, and now he looks to shut down the Yankees. And they're starting it off correctly with a fastball struck on inside. Another swing and a miss. Pressure is incredibly high here for the Unholy Yankees. And there's a ball belted to left center. That's going to be extra bases. Exactly how the Yankees needed to start this out. As they're immediately a runner in scoring position, and the tying run comes to the plate. If you want to get to a reliever fast, that is exactly what you do. Jump on something as soon as you see that fastball. Here's Yordan Alvarez. Wonder if he's thinking swing for the fences here. Be the hero. No outs here for the Yankees. Imanaga misses again low. And you know, he's thinking the same things here. He cannot screw this up. He's coming in as the closer, as there Alvarez fouls off a fastball right down the middle. 2-1 count. Dog next to me still asleep. Another fastball fouled off. Two. Another ball fouled off. And there's the strikeout. 2 outs to go. In steps Kyle Tucker. He's been a hero today. He's been on time. He's been up. Pitch. Misses up and in. Swinging at nothing there, clearly expecting fastball. Got a slurve. That is a sliding curveball. Tucker got barrel on ball there, but hooked it foul. Sigh of relief there for Reds fans. Fighting for his life, Tucker. He wants to be the hero. Breaking ball misses outside. Fastball misses inside. We have a full count. The Bronx faithful are on their feet. As there is a ball lined into center, it's going to be caught. 2 outs. Man, Michael Harris had to get on his horse to get to that one. I thought for sure that was going to be down. Really smart to not run on that. There's got to be a lot of motivation to try and score quickly, but he has to also remember that his run does not matter. As it's 0-1 now to Jose Trevino, the last hope. Fouls down the left field line, and he is 0-2. This could be it. The pitch fouled off. Question is, Imanaga try to go right after him, try to get him to strike out, and there is a ground ball up to the middle. Lindor can't get to it. That's going to score a run. It is 3-2 off of the Jose Trevino single. And now the tying run is on base, and the go-ahead run comes to the plate. Great piece of hitting after going down 0-2 as in steps Marcell Ozuna. And there Imanaga starts him off again with the fastball for a strike. Trevino has to be very careful over there at first. And they're going to call him on a strike there. It's 0-2 again. Again, everything or nothing here for Marcell Ozuna. Imanaga with the pitch. He's going to miss with the slurve inside. 1-2. And that's going to do it. Red Sox World Series champions once again. It was a shorter postseason this time, with all but the wild card being a one-game series. And that's going to do it for us here in the Bronx. Red Stallions win it 3-2. A game not without its drama. And you know what? I might have been wrong about the length of this series, because their graphics are saying Reds lead the series 1-0. I thought it was a best of one, but it appears I might have been wrong. How many games is this series, and will I call all of them? That's going to do us. That's going to do it for us here at BBSN Productions. I'm James Kemp with my partner here, Indy the Dog. Imanaga closes it out. Max Muncy with a great defensive game played at third base. Redlegs win it 3-2.
Catch me out your bucket naked. Fresh draws, them that stock J's for the casket. Keep me in the zone. I'm like The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 3 runs, 5 hits. For the Yankees,